Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we break down the minds behind the masks and explore the real heart of Marvel's most complex characters. Today we're talking about Dr. Henry Hank McCoy, better known as Beast. He's one of the original 5 X-Men, a biochemist, a linguist, a political thinker, a former Avenger, and yes, the big blue guy with the claws and the fur. But don't let the animal exterior fool you. Behind that monstrous look is a brilliant mind. Someone who once stood for peace, coexistence, and science in the service of humanity. And yet, somewhere along the way, something changed. This is the story of a hero who believed in logic until logic led him down a very dark path. A mutant who once fought for Charles Xavier's dream and now might be its greatest threat. Let's start at the beginning. Dr. Henry Philip McCoy, better known as Beast, was one of the original 5 X-Men. Not just a brawler, not just comic relief, but a brilliant biochemist with a brain that could rival Tony Stark and a heart that once tried to believe in peace, hope, and harmony between humans and mutants. But unlike many mutants, Hank's mutation wasn't just mental or subtle. His early powers gave him oversized hands and feet, enhanced agility, and ape-like reflexes. And eventually, due to a serum he created himself, he mutated further, growing blue fur, claws, and fangs. That serum, ironically, was meant to suppress his mutation. Instead, it locked him into the form of a creature he could never fully accept. Here's where the story gets complicated. Beast isn't just a mutant, he's a metaphor. He represents the conflict between mind and body, between appearance and essence. A creature that looks like a monster but speaks like a poet. He quotes Shakespeare, he discusses philosophy, he designs world-changing technology, and yet when it comes down to it, he'll tear your throat out if he thinks you're a threat to mutant kind. There's a constant battle inside him. Not between good and evil, but between ideals and desperation. And lately, that desperation has taken over. If you've only seen Beast in the movies, you might think of him as the wise, soft-spoken genius, a loyal X-Man, an intellectual pacifist. But in the recent comics, especially in the X-Force era, Beast has changed dramatically. Once a defender of peace, Hank McCoy is now portrayed as a master manipulator. He's been running Black Ops missions, committing assassinations, and experimenting on enemies without consent. He builds secret prisons. He edits memories. He justifies unethical decisions, all in the name of protecting mutant kind. He has become the monster he once feared. And the scariest part? He still believes he's the good guy. Beast's evolution poses a haunting question. What happens when intellect becomes detached from empathy? Beast always believed in using science to help people, mutant or human. But when you cross the line from curing disease to controlling populations, from saving lives to choosing who deserves to live, you're no longer a scientist. You're a god, or worse, a tyrant with a microscope. This version of Beast isn't evil for the sake of being evil. That's what makes him so compelling and terrifying. He's justified in his own logic. He believes that if he's smart enough to see the bigger picture, then maybe the rules just don't apply to him anymore. He tells himself that he's saving the future, but every move he makes steals someone else's present. Remember, Beast was one of Xavier's first students. He believed in the dream. But over time, that dream became fractured. While Charles Xavier still hopes for coexistence, Beast has grown increasingly disillusioned. He no longer trusts humans to accept mutants. So he stops asking for permission and starts writing his own rules. There's even a quote in the comics that perfectly captures his fall from grace. Your version of good is moral, an embarrassing construct, a simpleton's way of considering the world. But that mindset, always acting preemptively, has turned Beast into a kind of Cold War general, a puppet master, and sometimes a war criminal in a lab coat. Now here's the big question. With Beast appearing in the MCU's post-credit scene in the Marvels, what version of him are we getting? Will he be the calm, science-driven peacemaker? Or are Marvel Studios setting us up for something darker? A Beast who challenges the morality of the Avengers themselves. If they follow the Krakoan era comics, we could be seeing a slow burn villain arc hiding under the face of a hero. a character who might look like an ally, but who's willing to do whatever it takes to secure mutant survival. And let's be honest, that would be some of the most compelling storytelling the MCU's had in years. So, who is Beast really? Is he still the compassionate genius who used to quote literature before battle? Or has he become something else? A symbol of what happens when logic loses its soul. Beast isn't your typical hero. He isn't your typical villain either. He's a reminder that intelligence, unchecked by humility, can be just as dangerous as brute strength. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, drop a comment below. Do you think Beast is still a hero, or has he gone too far? And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters, from Marvel, DC, and beyond. This is Sourdough signing off, where we don't just watch superheroes, we understand them.